What are the shitty aspects of being a Hogwarts student that the books gloss over? Having to write with a quill on parchment. This has to be a pain to deal with. Detention ice brutal. As an 11-year-old first-year student, your detention is to search for a wounded unicorn in the Forbidden Forest, full of giant spiders and multiple other monsters that will slaughter and eat you, with just another 11-year-old and a dog. The only person who can't do magic is the janitor, the one janitor for the entire castle grounds. Getting murdered by not talking the right staircase. Forces you can't control murder you for going to the bathroom at night. Half the teaching staff sucks and the leadership just tolerates it. All those moving stairs you have to memorize the patterns of movement of. It probably takes hours for a new kid to get to class because of those stairs. The rules are ridiculous. Safety is a joke. The blatant favoritism for Gryffindor. They always talk about how superior they are to muggles, yet muggles have telephones, and they are still using birds to communicate. You can literally be with a love potion and it's not frowned upon. I gotta buy my own expensive equipment just to test the hands of fate every year at a school that has a higher student mortality rate than graduation rate. Montag was stuck in limbo between the vanishing cabinets for weeks, and when he reappeared he was in the pipes. No one cared. There is a tree on the ground that kills you if you get too close. There were passages that let students off the grounds and the teachers don't care. People there are werewolves and no one is trained in health and safety. Every person I've ever known that went to a boarding school had mental baggage from it. It's awful. Edit. I should clarify I'm in the UK, where boarding schools are private institutions that have been around for hundreds of years and full of kids of millionaires and weird traditions. Shared dorm rooms. Where do you wank? I keep thinking about the fact that Quidditch games don't end until the snitch is caught. Like the games are pretty short in the books, but imagine losing a couple days of classes because you're flying around trying to find a flying golden walnut. Constant terror attacks because some kid just won't die. Where are students supposed to snog? Do they bring their partners back to the dormitory and just draw the curtains? Harry, Ron and Hermione are arrogant attention seekers. You're just a footnote in their self-important story. No swearing. Thirtwold kill me. Dude, do they ever poop or shower? Harry took a bath with Moaning Myrtle and girls cried in the bathroom. But do the common rooms or dormitories have bathrooms? The portrait's watching you wank. You have a chance of a ghost walking in on you while trying to take a fat shit. You are very likely to die as the teachers don't seem to have any basic medical training. I can't imagine that castle having any central heating or air conditioning is comfortable at all. No health and safety, mythical creatures just hanging about in the school grounds. Your bones can be disintegrated by magic. You get beaten the hell out of if you play Quidditch. Accidental wand discharge or backfiring. Teachers turn out to be monsters. List kind of goes on really. If you aren't Harry Potter or his friend you are probably going to get wounded/experience severe harm in all those fights. If you're a muggle born and can't find a job in the wizard world, what do? Just go back home and do magic in your apartment while working at Walmart? All the normal school subjects are condensed into muggle studies, which has been shown to have a lot of inaccuracies. The fact being a mugger born you get bullied to the ground. Meanwhile a single gun can kill a wizard before they can shout anything in response. That always bothered me. Just unload a gun into a Death Eater. There is a lack of health and safety. Somebody accidentally turning you into a chair during spell practice. Most inherited magicians are racists towards us. Don't matter if you are the greatest sorcerer out there, a bullet in the head kills ya. You're put into specific houses based of personality and encouraged to basically see the other houses as enemies, thereby leading to elitism. Do the Slytherin girls walk up to Snape and ask for a tampon? Those poor girls are getting their periods and have to go to Snape. Discrimination against the Hufflepuffs. At any moment your gender or race can be changed almost instantly. Electronic devices don't work, so no music for you. If I had to go to high school without angsty music to balance me, I'd probably kill myself. The lack of basic education. 6 to 7 classes is a lot of homework. You'd be lucky to have time to catch up on weekends to explore the campus. I'd probably live in the library or study halls, and I'm not even a Hermione. I know it's your first day and you just want to get something to eat and go to class, but the staircases move, and there is no map. LMAO. Good luck. Detention if you are late. The simple answer is being a kid and being away from home for so long. Moving staircases. I mean, come on, you're new at school and the staircases keep moving, so you just end up in a random class cause you've got no clue how to get to the right one. The students use toned piss themselves and then magic it away. Source URL link. Communication by owl tends to take a while. Jesus happens to attend the same school, so you have to participate in epic battles against Satan and the underworld because they want to kill your classmate. You're written by J.K. Rowling. No normal education. You need more than a 6th grade education to do pretty much anything in life. 1,000-page long books, especially if you're muggle-born, since everyone else has a basic understanding of magic world, meanwhile you're sitting in the class like dragons are real. The P aspects. Love potions, invisibility, Felix Felicis, so many ways to get around consent. Apparently, only prefects are allowed to bathe. The fact that you receive virtually no education whatsoever. No math, no history, no physics, no biology, no logic, no philosophy, no sex ed, nothing. No wonder muggles hunted wizards down in the past. They're just superpowered imbeciles. The size of the place. Just had potions and now I've got to walk for 2 hours to get to the other side of this huge castle for my next lesson. The risk of being mauled to death by a troll when you're trying to do a piss. The flying death sport, which usually results in at least one major hospitalization of a child. Just trying to get an elite magical education, but suddenly being dragged into a war. Basically anything is hostile. Like, everything. The floor, the books, the cups probably. I wouldn't trust the flying candles either. That you could have 3 7th-year bullies just jump you and turn you into a hairless rat with malaria puking out slugs every 20 seconds. Literally the fact that you can be in danger 24/7. One teacher for each subject. The professors must be so overworked the kids probably get no support outside of class. They're like 9 teachers and about 1,000 kids. Owl everywhere. Children. Hormones. Magic. Seems like a potentially problematic combination. Using magic outside of school is very illegal and can get you expelled. It's a boarding school, so very little privacy. Slytherin Gryffindor issues. Like Griffs, Slies aren't evil. I'm pretty sure those kids never had sex ed. Coming back and not understanding any of the new lingo from the muggle world. The slavery, and that if you speak or organize against it, everyone thinks you are a weirdo.